she's feeling better.
Nothing, just a slight... Oh, aye. A man would be calling for the priest.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry!
Oh, you poop.
Hey, what the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. He did mention you, that's true. I'm sorry for being so harsh with you, but... we're a lot more cautious now with strangers hanging around.
Well, I understand. But I need to speak with Lord Ruthard as soon as possible.
Of course, follow me. Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Nars? Will he support?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra!
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right after dead.
Not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his.
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you... have you any good news from anyone?
I've got good news for you, concerning Mintmaster Vavak. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! Lad, finally some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Odorin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? You choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Gunslin,
What's going on?
Mintmaster Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
That's what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let Vavar come. Shimek, place a gunner on the man on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room, take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavar's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next. Get that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate. Opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde.
Protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threat. One who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please, just because you have when the king lands of the serpent, you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words? Sir? Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head. Worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mint Master what is being said about him.
The word is you're to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. He finds out his own mint master is robbing him. Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
Not only do we have the ledgers from Buresh, as well as yours, but Christian of Pisek also knows everything.
And if anything happens to any of us,
Our friends will see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about your...
Us?
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain,
Sir,
this matter is an internal affair of the Crown. Gentlemen in private.
are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. In return,
The executioner's far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
what? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master. Wait! We got off on the wrong...
Wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
Going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear me. And our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use, get in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't...
And we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chop.
Double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now...
I leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a... Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe. If he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. You could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in her room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks. One, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you keep on Bergov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Bergov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in part. Help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realized. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about Vavak and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
I'm sorry.
So, let's see what you've been cooking up, Vavak. I won't need a stone.
I've got a feeling.
I'm
I'm glad
sorry.
you helped us. But I'm not going to wait for you all day. So
Me.
I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars. Not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the...
Sure. I won't miss it.
Wait, though. We haven't got to the hard part yet. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You'll have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. In those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing marked by a cross in the rocks.
Shrine, chapel, crosses, passageway. Sounds adventurous. I'm keen to get on it.
I like your determination, but there's one more thing. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed.
Thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it. But alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time. Pleasure is ours, but tell me, would you do it if you didn't need our help in return?
My lady, I'd help you any time.
Truly? In that case, you certainly won't refuse my request for a little service? But you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa. You are full of surprises. So if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way.
I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. Away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come back.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't... It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Careful. Good to see you. What? Fuck off! Go to hell! I've been waiting. Useless.
Imat kostat bolon! Kérek, kész van!
that.
Good day to you.
Here, Mutt! Go! Ja! Ja!
Oh, whoa. What will it be?
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when I don't want to...
He sent...
Sacre.
That's why he told me.
Sorry, good day.
I'm planning a certain... That will be...
That's a fresh somewhere.
Of course, and the
Or when you go, there's hope for
Thank
you. I hope you find what you're looking for next time. Whoa!
Wait! 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 God! God!
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. Tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. An axe to deal with the supports and the planks at the entrance. A spade and bucket to clear away fallen earth and free up the entrance. Everything's ready for escape whenever needed. The Roothards really left nothing. What do we have here? A ladder? In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd... Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Roothard's tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. Down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Kuttenberg is ours.
Sigismund has the reins.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas. And take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us,
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. I'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir,
Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own 2 hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
you're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open.
A horseman, sir!
But again, the Kuttenbergers are taken care of and will catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that the captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What?
Aye.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart! Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan to him. You better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Lord von Bergel
Look who's
had
on
to
my
leave on
side.
important
Now to
business
find
with King
Capon
Sigismund.
and get out of
He
here.
took a small escort with him, so the So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Jeffold, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
You don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
Rest if you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, comrade.
Vitek, that cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guests. I gave her with it myself.
Don't worry, it's already taken care of. I saw her taking it to them.
Well, that's great. That woman must be the only one I can rely on.
You'd better get some rest, because
Huh? Enemy in the fortress! Sound the alarm! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Punishment!
Christ! You killed him!
Don't think. I knew this boy. I feel awful.
The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
Christ, these cramps are horrible. What could have caused them?
We do with criminals, bastard. Punishment by the blade.
That
My
was
favourite.
something! I'll hack you up like you deserve!
That.
I knew it was spoiled. I feel...
Show your stuff. Punishment by the blade. My favourite.
Oh, my stomach! I must have food poisoning.
Yeah, smash his face in.
Lord von Bergel.
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
Took a small so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Jeppo, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll
back to the guardhouse and get some sleep so you don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
The rest of you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, Conrad.
Vitek, that card is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late.
so she won't forget to take some food to our... Gave her the keys so I wouldn't have to fuck around with it myself.
Well, don't worry, it's already taken care of. I saw her taking it to them.
Well, that woman must be the only one I can rely on.
Eh?
Huh?
What a night.
What? Huh. Strange. I heard something. You'll pay dearly for that, you fucker! What? Too slow!
Christ! You killed him!
I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker!
Don't think I won't.
I'm all yours.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a... Get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
The plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Burgov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique! Very cunning.
They know in the fortress now that something's up, but we can handle it. We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest. Gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like that once, during the siege of Arezzo. So, what are we waiting for? On y va?
Way, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of water in it to wade through, but nothing we can't handle.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What?
Let no passageway for me. It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
Oh, and how would you like to get out of here chivalrously, your lordship?
What do I know? We could maybe break down the gate.
Un moment. Is that not so?
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have... We could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone! Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. But we simply have no other choice.
That's a wonderful plan! No passageways! But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although...
Thanks, Henry. I feel better already.
A nice piece. And what do you have for me? Merci mille fois. I'm just what a Cavalier Vauquelin Brabant is.
Good work, Henry. What now?
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's a suitable moment, I'll let you know and you can head out.
And how will you let us know?
The entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
Agreed. Good idea. Wait for my light.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is... Do not risk our lives. Better to come back to us, and we shall go together.
True. And if we don't hear from you or see your signal for a long time, we'll try to make it on our own.
Précisément. We cannot sit here forever.
Right. Got it. I'm off.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are...
Once discovered a dozen English spies, so you can surely handle one stairway.
I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Ah!
Horus is safe. I should give Cape on the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
I must admit, mes amis, such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France. Oui, monsieur, surely pray. Famous LeBlanc. Yeah! Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also... Bon, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and of a skill. Brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's...
It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Bergov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission?
True. Not everything. But at least I finally got revenge on this man. That horse then got what he deserved.
Believe me.
My Christ, you've got Ishvan! That's welcome news. No one will miss that fucker. Nice work, but I don't think that'll help me much with Hanush.
And has no intention of standing against Sigismund.
That is for sure. And you certainly outsmarted him in the end. I will bet that Sigismund will scold him more than Hanush would Chapon. Mes amis, nous sommes libres. We are free. That is an opportunity we must seize. I still have enough tricks up my sleeve that I will...
I'd need to get good and drunk.
C'est facile. I know how it can be arranged. There is one very pretty vineyard nearby. The owner has been my friend since the time I...
Don't start. Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how... It is always the same.
That's not war. It's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Politically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. Lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening. Here!
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now...
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Rat-eye that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you.
I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have needed it.
Couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out they're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky. It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabosh. Why Rabosh? Of all the places in the world.
His supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have
to escape.
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the Mint Master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems...
Say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashov?
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Sigismund's plan's nice and fresh. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
My very words. And I know exactly who to send. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away. And
how can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it? Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
it's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just... like being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave...
And I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Berghoff's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against...
Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. What on earth are you doing here?
Nothing.
What's with that hole there?
What about it?
You've got a body in there.
In there.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I think not. But thanks anyway.
Come now. Won't. What you're up to?
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? But all right then. Listen up. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is... How to explain this? Well, it's just... The hand of God dragged me here to look for the Holy Grail.
And what is this?
Christ's chalice.
I don't know about that.
The cup that Jesus and his them wine from it, and his blood flowed into it when they nailed him to the cross. The greatest relic of all time.
Ah, I see. And why in God's name did you think something so precious?
He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You can read?
Of course I can't read. I don't have time for that kind of tomfoolery. But he read it to me, and what it said near knocked me on my arse.
Let me guess. Something about the Grail.
Aye! That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean... It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue!
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
Wouldn't be the first time I ferreted something out.
You've found stuff like this before?
I sure have. I've got a knack for it. It's pretty much what I do.
Sacre. Maybe I really am missing something. Fine. The monk gives me this... mountains, gazing to the heavens, like a thirsty trail, across the verdant valley to Land's End. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail.
Let me see that parchment.
Here.
Hmm.
Can you make anything out of it?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book. A map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you alright?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
Sir.
Oh.